Welcome to another podcast of Master Investor. Glad to be here again on another money, business, and investing talk. If you're new to our community, my name is Jose. I'm the founder of the company and the brand Master Investor. We are more than an investment management company. Our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple with lucrative opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. If you're ready to start building your asset column with real assets that will produce passive income and capital gains income, then read our ebooks. We have 2 out right now on Amazon. You can find them on our website too. The 10 New Rules of Money and How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. We have a new book being released in the next month, How to Invest with Crypto to Build Wealth. And we're also working on our 4th ebook, which is all about raising capital. Yesterday, we talked about the importance of raising capital and why we should build a business that raises capital from the front end, meaning we're bringing in sales because we're solving a problem in the world, and we're getting that product or service delivered to those customers who have the problem and they're ready to purchase the solution. So that is one way to raising capital, through sales. A business should always be selling something because it's solving a problem in the world successfully. And then also from the back end, the business not only has to bring in sales, but it has to have financial integrity, meaning that all the legalities are in order, and also it needs to have intrinsic value, which comes from having something unique that is protected, something that no other company can have. And whether it's through a trademark, patent, registered brand, we need to protect something within the brand. It needs to have value, and it's something that no one else can have. That's how we can turn a company into a real brand, by having intrinsic value and as much financial integrity. Today, we're going to be speaking about how to start selling online without creating any products. So for those who are in the call listening to this right now, if you're thinking, okay, I want to start investing, I want to start building my freedom, I want to reach financial independence, and that's when we have an asset or more than one asset producing enough passive income per month that it covers all of our living expenses, including our personal expenses. So we should all know that number. And if you don't know how much money you spend per month today, including rent, food, gas, everything, car payments, bad debt from credit cards that you may have and you're paying back, any other expense, you'll have to add everything together and understand that number so that we can build a plan of how to escape the rat race, of how to get out of that bad debt that you may have. Remember, there are 2 types of debt: good debt and bad debt. Good debt makes us wealthy, and bad debt withdraws money away from us. There's nothing wrong with having bad debt as long as we have an asset that is producing enough passive income to pay for the expense of the bad debt. So the bad debt could be a car that we want to drive because we love that type of car. So now we first have to focus on building an asset that will cover for that expense. But if you already have all those liabilities outstanding on your financial statement, then we need to hurry up and build passive income so that it covers all of those living expenses. So the question is, what is your living expense amount today? And the way you can figure that out is by adding all your liabilities, expenses, and any other expense that you have on your expense column. And then we need to find an asset that will produce enough passive income to cover that amount. And at that point, when we do that successfully and we have it set on autopilot, the asset, and it's producing that month after month, then we are financially free. We don't have to work for money any longer to pay for our bills. We have a business or an investment that is working hard for us. understand that when we're building a business, we want to work on the business, not in the business. We don't want to be an employee of our business, because otherwise it's not an asset. We will always want to detach ourselves from the business so that we can build something else, acquire something else. The purpose of having a business is to solve a problem in the marketplace, right? We're serving the masses, and in return, we're getting freedom. What we're going after here is freedom. We're attracting freedom by attracting the sound assets that we are going to control with our companies. So it's ideal that we start our own corporation so that we put ourselves on a different tax bracket than majority of people. Don't do things under your name. Open up a corporation. It won't cost you more than $200. Choose the right state. Know exactly which type of corporation you want to have in order to serve you the best. Have the most protection, right, for your assets and for what you're doing. Make sure that you put that in place from the beginning. We have our team that can help you do that as well. So reach out to us if you need to have somebody to guide you through all the steps. We can help you with that, okay? Remember, doing business and investing successfully comes from having the right team. So business and investing is a team sport. We need to attract a great team around us. We need to delegate. We need to understand how to use OPM, other people's money, and OPT, other people's time, how to raise capital, how to build a business that raises capital. And today we're gonna talk about the 3 steps that we can do right now to start building passive income and capital gains income without building our own products, without acquiring our own products, using the internet, okay? And it's the fastest way to reach financial freedom. So the first goal, if you're starting out right now from scratch and you have no assets on your asset column, and I want you to download the financial statement that we have available on our website. And you can also go to our Instagram, follow us on all social media platforms. But if you go to Instagram, you can go into our link in the bio and download the financial statement that you can plug into your Excel, you can print out, and start filling it in with all your expenses, the income, your liabilities, and if you have any assets. Most people, unfortunately, they have no assets on their asset column because the only way they make money is by working at a job. And that's called earned or ordinary income. But they have no assets that are producing passive income or capital gains income. Those are the 2 types of income that we can get from investing, essentially. And then when we do passive income successfully, there's something else called phantom cash flow, which is the type of income that shows up somewhere else through taxes, depreciation, appreciation, if we're speaking about real estate assets, okay? And we're gonna talk about that on another podcast because we wanna focus on building our asset column quickly with other people's products, leveraging other people's business so that we can reach financial freedom. Because then we can begin to think how to build our own brand, how to build our own business from scratch or acquire an existing business with other people's money using debt, good debt, okay, whether it's the bank's money or even the owner's finance. A lot of businesses out there that are for sale, if it's a sound business, usually the seller or the owner will be willing to give seller finance, okay? And it depends on which asset class we are investing in. There are 5 different asset classes. We talk about it all the time. Number 1, real estate. Number 2, business or businesses, right? 3, crypto. Number 4, paper assets. Number 5, commodities. So which of the asset classes we want to start with? I would say number 2, business, online, if you have no assets on your asset column. Okay, remember, if you look at your asset column and you have no assets, the only way you make money is by going to a job, then our suggestion is to focus on investing in your financial education. You're gonna have to do that forever, even when you become ultra wealthy and when you have many assets producing your passive income and capital gains income. The ideal thing to do is to always be a student of business and investing because it evolves. Throughout the decades, we have seen money evolve. Today, money is fiat, a full currency, fake monopoly money, paper money, there's nothing backing it. It's just an idea backed up by confidence. That's the only thing that backs it, is confidence. So meaning that we can actually create money from thin air legally, like the government does. We can do the exact same thing because today money is created with debt. Once we understand that and we're comfortable with that concept, because that is the reality, then we can begin to see the world with a different set of eyes, with the wealthy entrepreneur and a master investor eyes. Okay, we need to learn how to spot opportunities where we can raise capital. And remember, when we learn how to put a deal together, money will find us or we will find the money. Okay, so even when we have capital on our hands, let's say if you have your savings, your job is to invest in your financial education and figure out how to make that money work hard for you in a sound operation. Okay, so you have to pick out of the 5 asset classes, which is going to be the asset class where you can put that money to work while you're sleeping, while you're not doing anything in regards to work, and that money is working hard for you. You don't have to work to make money, but the money itself is working hard in a sound investment that you decided to make because you studied that investment class. You know exactly what type of income you're going to get back, how fast you're going to get your return on investment, and whether it's capital gains income or you're getting passive income. Okay, those are the 2 types of income. A lot of people invest in things and they don't even know what type of income they're getting, and they don't even know if they're going to get any of their money back. A lot of times people gamble and they're traders and they don't have financial education. They give their money away to people that will invest it for them because they are not knowledgeable about investing. And the first step is to invest in our financial education so that we take control over our financial decisions and we don't have to rely on other people making those financial decisions for us. We put a team together for us, but we make the ultimate decision where that money is going to be invested. We know exactly the facts. We're going to invest with facts, meaning that we know exactly when we're going to recoup our money back and how much cash flow we're going to get or capital gains income from this investment. Okay, so understanding the new rules of money is critical. We wrote an ebook on that. You can find it on Amazon, the 10 new rules of money, or you can go straight to our website and also download our other ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. I'm going to put the link in the description so you can go get those 2 ebooks right now. And I'm going to give you the 3 steps that you can use literally today to start building sales on autopilot. So I told you, get incorporated, get a company. Okay, you should have that as priority because you want to be tapping into the right tax bracket when it comes to building passive income, because once you begin to get sales on autopilot online, you want to run that through your business so that you can minimize taxes all the way to 0 and pay no taxes at all legally. Okay, and we're going to explain that, how to do that exactly on another podcast. But today we're going to focus on the 3 steps that anyone can use regardless of your experience, regardless of the amount of money that you have saved up on the bank today. And even if you never made money online, this is for you because it will help you bring in sales while you're sleeping. You don't have to create a product yourself. You're using other people's products, and you can literally get started right now with no money. Remember, it's not the money necessarily that brings more money, because there are a lot of people with money in the world and they don't know how to invest it. They have that money saved up in the bank because that's where they feel that it will be safer for them to keep their money. In reality, they're paying for that money to be there every year, and it's not making them money at all due to inflation. So we have to use inflation as our friend, as leverage, so that we can create more wealth for us. And I'll explain to you how to use inflation, how to protect ourselves from down economies by being an active investor, by investing daily, by looking at different investments that will be lucrative in any type of economy. Okay, there are some investments that do very well when the economy is crashing, and there are other investments that do not do well. That's why we have to diversify among the 5 different asset classes so that we protect ourselves from inflation and down economies, okay? But inflation is our friend, because the more inflation exists, the easiest to raise money through the banks because it's dirt cheap. It's basically free money that they're giving us, okay? So the people that save money in the bank is in the business of lending money. So they turn around and they lend that money to people like myself, my partners that are bringing in deals that are lucrative to those banks, and they lend based on the deal. They lend us based on the history of that deal, how much money has it made for the past 10 years. It's based on facts. So the savers are literally giving us money ultimately to a master investor, to someone that knows how to put a deal together and present it to the bank, because the bank knows that money in the bank account goes back to its intrinsic value, which is zero. It needs to move from asset to asset. So the bank is willing to lend that money. For every dollar that they have a ratio that they can print money. So if they have $1, they can print $10. So depending on how much money they have in their accounts from savers, they can lend back to a master investor, okay? So we ultimately want to be on the side of the debtor instead of being the side of the saver. So savers become losers in the new economy, and good debtors become winners, okay? So the 3 steps: number 1, we need to have a capture page to collect emails from potential clients, okay? And a capture page is basically one website that goes live on the internet. We can create that website in different softwares. In fact, those templates are already created for us. All we have to do is put the message that we want on it. And it's as easy as creating a Facebook profile. There are different email autoresponders that allow you to do those capture pages and connect them to any list, meaning that step 1 is creating a capture page so that we can collect emails from potential buyers. And we have an offer in that capture page. For example, we can give them a free PDF of a solution that they're looking to buy. And so we're going to educate the client. So they decide to give us their email and their name in exchange for us giving them a free PDF that is valuable to them. Okay. And then the step 2 is having an email autoresponder. When you have an email autoresponder, you can create the first step. You can create it within that email autoresponder software. There are many of them, okay? Inside of our ebook, we have different references of many autoresponders that exist today that we can use. A lot of them are free. You don't have to pay anything until you get into a certain amount of people in your email autoresponder. So you can have, let's say, 1,000 contacts for free on that email autoresponder, and you can create a list. You can create many different lists. If you're selling different products, then you can create a list for health. The other list is for self-improvement. The other list is for business. The other list is for yoga. Whatever you are selling, whichever niche, you can create a list for each niche and build that list up with the capture page which you attach to it. So an email autoresponder has capture pages inside that you will link with each list that you create within that autoresponder. So step 1 is creating capture page so that you can collect emails and start building that email list, because that's where the money is. We're gonna talk to these customers that are interested in our products, and we're gonna ask them to go ahead and buy from the products that we're sending them, okay? So as the customers begin to enter their email, we get notifications and the email autoresponder saying, hey, this person just obtained for one of your capture pages, okay? And now we have a list, let's say, of 100 people, and we can send a broadcast email every week, every day, personalized to each individual, and all we have to do is send it one time, and it gets sent to everybody on that list. And we can also copy and paste email campaigns that are already created for us, and it could be a 2-week email campaign, and they get notifications every day that it gets sent with our call of action and links embedded in those emails so that they can go ahead and purchase the solution, okay? A lot of people take 12 times, 13 times before they make a decision to buy. So we have to communicate with the list on a daily basis on autopilot, because the email autoresponder allows us to literally send emails with one click on autopilot, and it gets sent to each email, each person, regardless of how many people are in that list. It could be hundreds of thousands of people on that list that we have. And the whole goal is to build that email list with real people that are interested in our services and products that we're offering through the capture page. So once we have the capture page, we also have the email autoresponder attached to that capture page. That's step 2. And step 3 is to work on targeted traffic. And targeted traffic comes from Facebook ads, from Google ads, from YouTube ads, from blogs, keywords that we control and the internet, where we are putting the message in front of the targeted client, the perfect avatar. Who are we selling to? Okay, we have a product, we're going to sell to this group of people. If we have a health product, we're going to sell to the health conscious people. And we're able to pinpoint those people because we can find forums about health. We can find Facebook behavior. So when we are doing an ad, which is very simple to do, anyone can do an ad on Facebook, we can put that message in front of the right people, because Facebook will ask us how is their behavior of the people that you're trying to target. Okay, who are we looking for? They buy healthy stuff, they talk about health, and then it gives us a bunch of different options where it really finds the people that are going to be more interested in clicking on our ad. So targeted traffic comes from literally understanding our avatar, the group of people that want our product. Okay, so who is the one that's looking for the product? And then we're going to put that in front of them so easily. And where do we get the products will be the next question. If we're not creating our own products, then you can go to clickbank.com. is one of the websites that I highly recommend, where you can find any type of product from any niche that you can think of, and you begin to market those products in exchange for a commission, or even if it's a subscription product, then you get a percentage of every time the person pays that company. So you don't have to create the sales pages yourself. You don't have to create the products. You don't have to store any type of products. You can literally just go and choose a product from a different company, for any company that you see in that marketplace called clickbank.com. And you create a unique link. It tells you how much you're going to make for every sale. And all you do is create an ad on Facebook and put that link in that ad, put your capture page in front of it, so that you can collect the email of the person who obtained to get that product. Okay, and then from that capture page, they get something of free in their email, and then also they get redirected to the sales page that you didn't create, that the company which you decided to do business with created, and then they will begin to sell that customer on your behalf. And when they actually take the decision to purchase a solution, then you get compensated for it. Okay, and so it's that simple. So if you're looking at your amount per month of, let's say, $5,000 that you're paying, then you can get there very quickly. Think about it. There are commissions, high ticket commissions that you can bill from sales online, thousands of dollars for each sale. So you can literally begin to replace your earned income with passive income and capital gains income without using your own money, just by literally taking massive action with the 3 steps that I just gave you. If you want to learn more about these 3 steps and how the cash flow system works, and how to build the cash flow system, how to begin to sell on autopilot, and how to increase your email list with real clients, then make sure you download a copy of our book, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On, and also get the 10 new rules of money. And as we release new books, you're going to invest in those books, because ultimately it's going to create true wealth and total freedom for you. Remember, today, money is created with debt. So we want to be comfortable with debt. There are 2 types of debt, good debt and bad debt. Let's focus on building our asset columns with good debt, meaning that we're using credit cards, we're using loans, we're raising capital to invest into our asset column, and eventually get to infinite return on investment, which is when we have no money invested in the deal. We recoup the entire money back. If we invested anything of our money in the beginning of the deal, we recoup that money back as soon as possible, and we continue to control the asset, and of course continue to receive passive income from that asset, meaning that we are printing money legally for free because we have no money in the deal, meaning that we have money for nothing now. We're created a cash cow that we're controlling. And today, with the internet, with the 3 steps that we just talked about, you can begin to create infinite return on investment, because if you're not investing any money, you created a capture page for free, you got the email autoresponder for free, you can create an ad on Facebook for free, because Facebook charges you at the end of the 30 days. So you can create several different ads that will bring in sales, and with those sales, you will collect the money, right? And then you will pay Facebook at the end of the month. So you didn't use your own money to pay for the ads. the sales that you created from those ads pay for that marketing, and whatever is left is your positive cash flow. Okay, so download the financial statement on our website so that you know exactly where you are financially today. You got to learn how to read your financial statement, figure out what type of income you're making, right? If you just have a job, then that means you just have earned income. Figure out that amount per month after taxes are taken out. Earned income is taxed at the highest bracket, and it's very difficult to build wealth with earned income because you only have so many hours that you can work per day. So you want to protect your time, because time is the most precious asset we all have, and then begin to invest in assets and acquire assets that will produce passive income and capital gains income so that you have more freedom. Okay, it's all about the freedom. So wealth is measured in freedom, and rich is measured in money. We want to have wealth because the question is, how long can you go without working if you were to stop right now? A lot of people can't last more than a month because all they do is work for money, and they have earned income that comes from a paycheck. So they will run out of savings, and then they will have to go back to a job because they have no assets working for them. So wealth is measured in time, because let's say I stop working and doing anything right now, my assets that I control on my financial statement will produce me enough passive income and capital gains income that I can go the rest of my life without working and still be able to live the way I like to live. So it's measured in time. So if you can go 10 years, that's your wealth number, 10 years. So it's all about the freedom. And remember that today money is created with debt. Okay? You must understand that, because it's going to give you an unfair advantage. Use your credit cards, use your personal loans, use your business loans to invest into your asset column, into assets that will create passive income and capital gains income fast. If you're not getting rich and wealthy fast, then you're doing it the wrong way. Today, we have technology, we have access to information instantly. So the speed in which we can bring in sales is instantly. We can have 100 sales at the same time online. No one has to do a line to order. Everybody can order at the same time. Take advantage of the internet and the tools that we have in front of us to build true wealth and total freedom. I appreciate you listening to this podcast. Make sure you subscribe, and talk to you later on. Tomorrow, we'll be here. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat box. We're going to come back and answer those for you. And go to our website, download the ebooks, get the financial statement, and I'll see you inside of our inner circle. Stay great and wealthy, bring you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. Bye for now.